Alright, what's going on, everyone? I know a lot of you are not going to understand this concept that I'm about to talk about, but it's real and it happens all the time. It's in our world, and people are constantly being led towards this, and it's programming. It's leading people into a program or an institution, all to make you what society wants you to be and expects you to be. And it's all a part of the conformity aspect of our lives and of this world. And you know, there's so many people that they think that this is going to help them, and it's gonna get them somewhere, and it's gonna do something in their lives. And let me tell you, it's not freedom. There's no freedom in a program. There's no freedom in an institution or any place that tells you that you have to be something other than what you want to be or you're going to be. There's no freedom in that. And this is what a lot of people don't understand, is that they're so brainwashed by these programs and by society and institutions and all these other places that they think that that's what will make them live the rest of their lives in a manner that they will appreciate or they'll be getting something from. And it's not going to get you anything. It's just going to lead you in a circle of the society that we live in. It's just going to put you right with all the other people that are doing the same things all the time. And, being a part of the conformity and all of that. And it's really a thin line between freedom and conformity. I see true freedom as awareness, just awareness, and just being in the moment. That's what I see freedom as. Now, when you're working a program and you're constantly trying to be or fit in or seem like everyone else and living up to the expectation of a group or an institution, then you're not really being you. You're being like everyone else that you think you should be like. And you're not even being you. You're worried about being like them, like the rest of the people. And I've been in these programs. I've been in NA, AA. I've been in rehabs. I've been in Christian programs, Teen Challenge. I've been to all of these places, all of these organizations, and all it's doing is trying to get you to conform to what their program is telling you to be. And some people think that they need that. They think that they need someone else telling them how to live their lives. And hey, if it keeps you clean and you're comfortable with yourself and you're not involved with all the shit, then best to you. But most of these people, they are they're miserable. I don't really want to use that word because I'm miserable sometimes too, but they're angry at a lot of things, and they're just not fitting in how they really want to fit in, and they put on this facade and mask that they are. Because I hear and heard people talk about how much nonsense these places were and how they wanted to get away from it, and oh gosh, I'm tired of this. I heard that from so many people. There wasn't one person that I heard praise a program or an institution or any other organization that has rules and regulations and tells you what and how to be. And if you don't be them things, then there's discipline, and then you can get kicked out and all this. And what's really weird, the irony of this, is that I am glad that I went through that phase early in my life, because it taught me everything that I ain't. That's why I'm glad. And now I know I don't need all that. I don't need all that. All I need is my awareness and to live in the moment and be me. That's all I need, because we only get one life, and there's no point in trying to live up to the expectation of a program or what other people are telling you to do or how to act with other people and how to fit in and rules and regulations to go by. It's slavery. It's not freedom. It's not freedom. And there's so many people that are still in these programs, and they're completely lost. And they don't know what to do, because I was one of them. I was one of them people. And I got a lot of my brain mixed and scrambled into many, many pieces. And I had to put them pieces back together. But yet, there's still a part of me that my brain is, kind of scattered out, but I can put it together a lot more easier, and I can just be me now. I don't have to live up to an expectation. I don't have to live up to an expectation of a program or their rules or what they say or what they tell me to do or how to be. And this is where fear comes from. This is where worrying about what everyone else thinks comes from. This is where so many of these ills of our mind come from. And people are still, they got this thing in the back of their head that these program is going to help you. It may make you see some things that you're not. That's what it may do. But it ain't going to help you. It's going to help you move on, maybe, like I just said. But to keep living by the program is not going to help you. See, if you really want to know my honest opinion, these programs are designed for you to see that they are programs, and they're programming you. And then you say, well, that's not what I am. That's not what I want to be. I don't want to be programmed. I want to be free. And maybe some people do need to, I don't know. I don't want to say this because it's going to sound completely hypocritical. But maybe you do need to live out the ills of these institutions and programs to see what they really are. Because so many people are chasing a dream. They're thinking that the answers, which there are no answers anyway, they're thinking that the solution of life is in these, and it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. It's a dead end. It's a complete dead end, and there's no freedom in it. All it did was make me aware of what I'm not, basically. And everything that they are, these programs, I'm not. I'm the complete opposite of that. And that's what it showed me, is that I'm the complete opposite. I'm not the program. And that's what so many people, they think that they are the program instead of being a person. You know, they say, oh, I'm working a program. I'm living by a program. You're not a damn program. And when I tried to tell people this and get this across, they would get so offended and angry, and they would hold on desperately to this, this pride of their program and what a program was telling them. And each one of these people, they know that they are living up to this facade and this expectation, and they got to put on the brave face for everybody, and they have to go around to seem like they're fitting in, and I'm around. I'm not excluding myself from everybody. I'm not an outsider, And this is where we all go wrong, is that we don't want to be our own person. We want to fit in. And even I, it's really weird. I want people to like me, but I don't want people to put a tag on my toe. I don't want people to worship me. I don't want people to look at me for what they need to do for them. I don't ever want people to reflect on me. I want people to reflect on their own lives and, be their own. I can't be you for you. And it's just deep, and I can't, it's like some people you can't really tell them things like this, because it's just not going to register, because this is how, brainwashed and programmed a lot of people are, is that when you try to tell them, it's just, they can't hear you. That program is in front of them. That religious wall is in front of them. That facade and mask is in front of them, and they don't want to get rid of it. And they don't just want to be what they are going to be, without thinking of the judgments and the fears that they have in their head, that someone's going to judge them or say they're an outsider, or they're not going by what the group's doing, and they're not conforming to what we're doing. So I don't want to be around him. I don't want to be around her, because she's a bad influence. He's a bad influence, because he's not doing what everyone else is doing. I got to stay away from him. See, this is what happened to me, is that I got completely shunned by these places and programs, and I'm glad that I did, because I seen the hypocrisy, and I seen the facade, the daily facade that everybody was putting on. You know, you're one way in the meeting, then when you get out, you're different. When you're around people, you're one way. When you're away from them, you're another. You know, it's just complete hypocrisy. Just plain and simple. I can't use any other word. And these people constantly contradict themselves. And they get angry because they're contradicting themselves and they're living by their own hypocrisies, but yet they can't admit that and get past it. And I even call myself a hypocrite, and I contradict myself all the time. There's nothing wrong with that, but I catch myself doing these things. And there's nothing wrong with contradictions. Being hypocritical, though, you know, saying and being something that you're not all the time, then you're just showing me a side of you that you're really not, and I don't really give two shits about, because I know you're putting up a front. It's all fake. It's all a show. It's not real. It's not genuine. And why do people not want to see that or get past it? You know, why do they stay in that? And why did I stay in it for as long as what I did? I don't understand why. Maybe because of fear that I didn't know where I was going to be if I got kicked out of these places, or what people were going to say about me if I left or did anything on my own, you know. And it was the best decision, and I'm not bragging or boasting when I say this, but it was the best decision of my life when I got out on my own and I left the place that I was in and lived by myself in this apartment, and got my own car, and, you know, lived my own life and started actually living for once and doing things that I want to do, you know. So it's just a video to get you to be in the same spot, but yet again, you got to find your own way. You know, you got to find your own awareness and own fitting into your own skin. It's not about what other people think about you. It's not about what everybody else is doing, because you are only going to have you in the end. Only you. That's it. Nobody else. And I understand that a lot of people are not at that point yet. You know, they just don't want to let go, and they don't want to move on, and they don't want to be by themselves. And I can't be mad at them, but they got to make their own choice. You know, all I can do is speak about it. That's it. So whether you want to take that or not, it is what it is, you know. But programs are not the answer. Institutions are not the answer. They are just a means to move on. That's it. They're a means to move on. And the quicker that you can start getting that in your head and getting rid and deprogramming your mind, then you're going to be stuck in that constant circle jerk. And a lot of you know what I mean. So you got to admit it to yourself. No one else is going to admit it for you. No one else is going to make a move. Nobody else. Nobody else. It's what you got to get in your head. It's what I got to get in my head every day. No one else is going to do anything for me but me. And no one else is going to do nothing for you but you. Plain and simple. It's just there's nothing else to say. And whatever you have to face to get there is what you may have to face to get there. Only you know. Later.